Gregory has put together a cool and impressive first season with quarterback Kurt Warner and Willis Jaycock, one of Arena Football's hottest offensive specialists. The Barnstormers are one of the top teams in the Central Division, and now they're looking towards the playoffs as they battle Las Vegas tonight. You are looking at the outside of Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Here in the state of Iowa, they love their football. And inside what is called the Barn, they love their Iowa Barnstormers. It's Arena Football League action here on ESPN2. Tonight, the Las Vegas Sting in town to take on the homestanding Barnstormers. Very important game for Iowa this evening. As you see on the standings in the Central Division of the American Conference, they are in a three-way tie with an impressive record of 6-3. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Goldberg. We welcome you to this evening's telecast. I'm joined once again by Mike Mayock. Mike, Las Vegas scored 69 points against the defending champions, Arizona. This season, they have beaten the best team in the league, the Tampa Bay Storm. Yet they're 3-6, which means they know they need to go 3-0 the rest of the way to get to the playoffs. This is their Arena Bowl, and their quarterback is Scooter Melander.
Well, Melander got to training camp a little bit late, and that helped contribute to their 0-4 start. But he's really posted some good numbers, and his battle, like most young quarterbacks, is one of consistency. When he's hot, Mike, Las Vegas will score a lot of points.
Well, one guy who will not be able to contribute tonight is their fullback linebacker, James Johnson, a very emotional leader on this team. He's out with a bruised leg.
You know, his value lies on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Watch him on defense. Makes the hit, picks up the fumble, and he's going to rumble the whole way. In addition to defense, Mike, he's also the third leading rusher in the league.
Well, the number 3 receiver is number 6, Jamone Smith. Watch him tonight, fans. 6'6", 207, had 9 receptions 3 weeks ago against the Tampa Bay team we mentioned earlier. Got to talk about the Iowa Barnstormers. Impressive opening season, an expansion team with 6 wins. John Gregory, the former CFL longtime coach, has a razzle-dazzle high-tempo offense.
Well, the guy that makes it go is Kurt Warner, their quarterback. He's also posted excellent numbers, great physical tools. He just needs to continue to recognize defenses and adjust accordingly. Warner's favorite target is one of my favorite guys in this league, Willis Jaycock. He's an exciting player. He's 3rd in reception, 2nd in scoring, and believe it or not, he's the number 1 rusher in the league from the wide receiver position. Now, one of the keys tonight is up front. They've had a lot of injuries. Catching, Blue, Sunvold have to protect the quarterback.
And there's the man we spoke of earlier, Willis Jaycock, the number 2 scorer in Arena Football League action. We saw Barry Wagner last week on ESPN2 of the Orlando Predators. Jaycock has been very impressive, and Ian Holfeld is the kicker for the Las Vegas Sting. So it will be Iowa which gets the football first. Holyfield has a great leg, has been very accurate this year. And as I mentioned, this truly is an Arena Bowl atmosphere for the visiting team, the Las Vegas Sting. They know if they lose tonight, they will be out officially of the playoff hunt. First meeting between these two teams. And this is the inaugural season for the Barnstormers of Iowa. Jaycock plays it to the goal line, and he will stay right there as he steps out of the end zone, so the football will come out to the 5-yard line. A quarterback for the Iowa Barnstormers, the rookie out of northern Iowa, Kurt Warner. 61% completion, 32 touchdowns, 9 interceptions on the year.
Now, this is a big series right here for Las Vegas. They've had a habit of getting behind early. They've got to stay in the game because this Iowa club scored 7 consecutive touchdowns last week.
And they scored on 12 of their 13 possessions. The quick hitch to Jaycock will gain them just a couple of yards. The Las Vegas defense will set up this way. And really where we should put our attention this evening, Mike, is on the line play, because Las Vegas has a very big, physical line. And on the other side of the football, there are guys a little bit smaller and a little bit more fleet of foot, if you will.
Well, you take a look at Fenga and Clark. They're both 295 plus. Iowa's got a different philosophy, small, quick athletes. So what we've got to watch for is the battle, quickness versus speed, and can that big defensive line hang in there all night?
Second down, 8 yards to go. Warner. And aside to Young, and he has the first down yardage. Tony Young with his first reception of the evening.
Good read right there by the quarterback, Warner. He wanted Jaycock. Jaycock got contacted at the line of scrimmage, so he came off Jaycock late, saw Young working on Wilpolt, delivers it on time for a first down.
Now, the Las Vegas Sting will play a zone tonight, a very disciplined zone. And a couple of weeks ago, Tony Young, his quarterback Kurt Warner, had trouble against the San Jose zone. They were held to just 17 points. But Warner felt very confident when we spoke with him earlier today that he'll have more success this week. He's in trouble now and throws incomplete. Did a good job just to avoid the sack.
And remember, in arena football, once you're outside the pocket, once you're outside that guard box, then you can throw the football away and there's no intentional grounding.
80.
As always, here on our coverage of the Arena Football League, we have both quarterbacks, Mike.
Don't worry about it. Let's go. Red 8, 40.
John Gregory, the head coach, discussing things with Kurt Warner.
X motion. X. Red 8, 49. Give me 7. On one. Ready?
X motion is easy, but the rest of it, red 8, 49. Mike, your guess is as good as mine, pal.
2nd and 10. Around the 16-yard line. Rolling out Warner. He goes deep. Has a man wide open. Young. Touchdown, Iowa. Well, that works.
Great job by the quarterback here, Kurt Warner. They're rolling outside the guard box. He's going to throw back all the way to Tony Young, who's got Mike Babb beat cleanly. That's exactly what Las Vegas can't afford to have happen, Michael. Big plays.
34-yard touchdown reception. The point after attempt by the kicker, Mike Black, is up and good, and it's 7-0 Iowa. The Barnstormers scored on their first 7 possessions 1 week ago. They come out on fire this evening. They have the early lead.
Deal on our air conditioning quick check for just $19.99. Our AC quick check only $19.99. Come to Pep Boys now. Now at Pep Boys, get any 4 of our 35,000-mile all-season steel-belted tires at an incredible low $109. That's right, any 75 or 80 series, any 4, just $109 at Pep Boys now.
Arena Football League game is brought to you by De Beers. A diamond is forever. And by Pep Boys. For quality parts, accessories, and service, come to Pep Boys, America's automotive supercenter. Back deep to receive, number 2, Rodney Mayock out of UNLV, a rookie for the Vegas Sting. This will be the first time we'll see Las Vegas go on the offense.
Now, Rodney is a very, very talented return man, but he's had some problem with the nets this year. And I've got to tell you, the nets here in Iowa are very, very strong density. Bounce real far. He's got to be careful.
Scoring drive took 4 minutes and 45 seconds, capped off by the 34-yard touchdown reception by Tony Young. Mike Black with the football in play. Played by Mayock. And he has his team up the middle. A good return out to about the 13-yard line. And there's the quarterback out of Colorado State, Scooter Melander. Last week against Memphis, 3 touchdowns, 190 yards in the air. 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the year.
First and 10 for the Sting from the 12.
Starting the football off from about the 12-yard line, Melander tries to go up top to Tillman. And it is too far and incomplete. We'll set the defense for the Iowa Barnstormers. Now, Reggie Sutton, the defensive specialist, is not in the lineup this evening. So that'll be a concern of the Barnstormers as they adjust defensively to the Las Vegas Sting. Lou, Sunvold catching. We mentioned smaller defensive line, Mike. Murray Moran, James Harding, and Harrington. Number 32, Waylon Harding, the defensive specialist, the rookie out of Ohio, out of Iowa State. Second and 10 for Melander. Quick hit to Smith. Smith on the good run after the reception gets the first down yardage. That's Moines Smith, the 6'6" man we spoke of in the open.
At 6'6", 207, this guy's got a lot going for him, and that's what you have to do tonight. You know you're going to catch passes, but what you have to do is make the tackle. Quick hitch, catch the football. Now watch the tackle broken on Harrington right there. That's an extra 7 yards, and you can't afford that in this league. You've got to tackle wide receiver.
Now they work the football up to the 24-yard line. Las Vegas. Go it. Now Molander, the quick hit again near side. Smith. Is he out of bounds, or are they going to wave it incomplete? No, it will be a complete pass. Then he stepped out of bounds.
Correct.
So a good play that's hard to cover when you don't have much room against the bigger Jamone Smith.
Jamone Smith, once again, at 6'6", 207. He's the motion man. 3-step drop, quick hitch for a first down. It's a good play. You take what they give you. Please understand, Iowa is a very aggressive defensive team. They'll get up and bump and run. But when they lay off like that, you've got to take what's underneath.
Now on second down. Flag, our first one on the game, and Hernandez the ball carrier. Sam Hernandez in the fullback position for the injured James Johnson.
Little throwback, Mike. I see number 55 coming out of the backfield and running the football. And remember, James Johnson is hurt. What they did was take one of the best athletes, Hernandez, move him to fullback, and they put Carroll in at tight end. They're looking for some speed and quickness of their own tonight. Vegas will have a choice here because we had offside.
Defensive formation, number 95 of the defense, 2 wide, 3-yard penalty, repeat the down, second down.
What that means is Tony Catchings, number 95, lined up outside the shoulder pads of the offensive lineman in front of him, Kevin Carroll.
There you see John Gregory. Spent the last 12 years in the Canadian Football League. He is the first head coach here at the Barnstormers. Also the director of football operations, and on the other sideline, a familiar name, Babe Corelli, the backup. I guess he'll always be the backup to Joe Namath during the great Super Bowl championship.
Hey, he was a good caddy for Joe.
Smith goes into motion. Melander hands the football to Hernandez again. He pulls his way up inside the 15-yard line. First down for Las Vegas.
And remember, you've got a fullback coming out of the backfield at 6'3", 250, and they tell me he runs a 4'7", 40. So he's in there for 2 reasons. He's going to block people, and he's also going to carry inside occasionally. Get a good look from behind now. Simple play. They're looking for pass. 55 Hernandez coming right out of your screen. Good cut, and you pick up first down yardage.
From the 14, Molander, flag on the play. Working time, good block by Tillman. Now he fires towards the end zone, complete for the touchdown reception, but will it hold? Jai Hill caught the football in the end zone, but all indications are that it was going to go the other way, and now no, Vegas says we're in good shape. There was not a lot of cheering from the Vegas guys because I think they had an idea that the flag was against them.
It was thrown in an area you usually see holding, but not this time.
Encroachment, second neutral zone, defense, number 46. That penalty is refused, touchdown.
Boy, that's a tough one. Ron Moran, there's 2 neutral zones in this league, and what the linebacker did was encroach on the second one. This is a great job by Scooter Melander. Doesn't have anything, buys time. Touchdown.
Oldfield for the point after. It's good, and we are tied at 7. The 13-yard touchdown reception for Jai Hill. Vegas gets the football the first time, and they find the end zone. We're tied.
The ESPN Home Video Collection. Awesome plays. Amazing bloopers. Hard hits. Expert instruction. Great racing. The ESPN Home Video Collection. Too many thrills to count. You'll find the entire ESPN Video Collection at Suncoast Motion Picture Company.
To get a complete aerobic and muscle-building workout, you could run and lift weights and cycle and climb stairs and lift weights and cycle and lift weights and climb stairs and cycle. Or you could just lay back and relax. Introducing the Soloplex Rocket, a total fitness machine that gives you an aerobic workout and builds muscle at the same time. And you can own it for less than you'd imagine. Call now for a free video and brochure.
Back at the barn in Iowa. Watch on the last play here. Melander scrambles, but watch the hit he's going to take from Moran. Right into the boards, but it's a touchdown. Excellent job, number one, buying time, and number two, having the presence to wait until a receiver breaks late. Get another look at this touchdown pass from Melander. Look at deep corner of your screen. Everybody's scrambling around. Number 21, Jai Hill, will eventually break open. That's just a great job. You've got to know where your quarterback is and which way he's scrambling, and everybody's got to break back that way.
Warner to start offensively. It's the quick hit to Spencer. Flag on the play. Spencer with the extra effort out for the first down yardage. Kurt Warner impressive on the first drive. 3 for 4, 34 yards, 1 touchdown. He completes his 4th pass of the evening. And it'll hold.
Illegal formation, number 55, defensive end, 2 wide. Penalty refused, results of the play, first down.
RG's tough tonight, isn't he?
The man who just got that football, Chris Spencer, at 6'4", 215 of Iowa. He should be a receiver for Vegas, but Vegas has some big receivers, small, speedy guys for Kurt Warner.
Yeah, they just picked him up a couple of weeks ago. He's the only guy that's not that Miles Davis type of receiver, 5'8", 180. This is a big guy.
So Warner works it on first down from the 16. Rolls left, fires, incomplete. Good coverage by Wilcote, but there's a flag on the play, and looks like it will be a pass interference call against the defensive back of Vegas.
You know, Iowa's offense is a little different than everybody else in the league. They will break down the corner. They will run play action, and they will run sprint, which is what this is. He's got to square out the Spencer, but I thought it was pretty good coverage there by Mike Wilcote. I'd like to see that one again.
Penalty, automatic first down.
Can't tell I'm an old defensive back, can you, Michael? I mean, you gotta like kill people for me to say it was interference. What usually happens is that trail arm, that right arm in that case, trails on the back, and whether or not there's hard contact, if the ref sees that, he's gonna call.
45 counts.
Well, they've gone the way of Chris Spencer on the last 2 plays.
He called a counter on this play. I'm assuming that's going to be a running play to Moran. But you never can assume a thing, especially because they bring Jay Cox in motion and hand off to him.
Good fuck up.
Kurt Warner double checking that is a first down indeed, and it is automatic first down.
45 counter.
Warner will work from the 24.
45 counter. I think we're either going to see Chilcote or Jay Cox.
Jay Cox on the near side, the man going into motion. And there is Willis Jay Cox. Oh, big hole. Gets inside the 20-yard line. This man's numbers, running and catching the football, so impressive. They use him all the time.
That is why I like Iowa's offense. They do things differently than everybody else. Watch 85, bottom of your screen, coming in cross motion. This is the counter play. A lead block by the fullback. Huge hole. Cuts it outside Shropshire. And that's a good tackle by Mike Babb right into the board.
Willis Jay Cox, the number 1 rusher, number 2 scorer, number 3 receiver in the Arena Football League. Second down play, motion on the line, flag is thrown. Warner will improvise. He dumps it near side. Spencer with the reception. He's inside the 10-yard line.
I think they got a free play there. Good cadence by the quarterback, Kurt Warner. And what I like, Mike, is they went back to the same thing they did last play. Fake counter and then come off on the bootleg. Now watch what happens here. It's the same look as last play.
Offside, 55 defense, penalty refused, results of the play, first down.
Now Hernandez jumped offside, but they come right back, and this is a counter fake. Jay Cox comes in motion, there's the jump. Now you got the free play. So you fake it to Jay Cox, everybody flows that way, including our camera, and then you come back the other way for the first down.
Warner impressive, using Jay Cox. on the running play, and then going to Spencer on frequent occasion on this drive. Now he works it again. Warner throws the football away with the left hand as Sam Hernandez was in his face.
You made a good call, Michael. That looked like Doug Flutie there, shifting it to the left hand, doing a nice job to throw it away. He avoids the sack. Same play again, faking the counter, but you fool me once or twice, that's okay, but Hernandez is not buying it this time. Switch it to the left, throw it away. No grounding call. That's a good play by Warner.
Number 55, Sam Hernandez, the top sack man for the Vegas Sting with 3 on the air. He has just 7 total tackles. When he makes tackles, they're usually in the backfield. They'll work it. 2nd and 10. The pitch to Jay Cox, and that one's coming back.
Tell you what, just too many penalties for me. A little bit sloppy here early in the game. I'm not sure that could have been a toss sweep pass to Jay Cox. Jay Cox is 0 for 1 this year.
Snap infraction, number 53 offense. 3-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 1st down.
But Mike, it's really interesting the way this club uses their wide receivers and gets them involved in the money game. And that's why one of the reasons they're so successful and average 51 points. They do things a little differently than the rest of the league.
90 over pick. On one. Ready?
90 is usually a 3-step drop, and a pick means that the guys up at the top of the screen, Jones and Spencer, are going to try and pick their men.
2nd and 11. Warner. Normal drop back. Lots of time now. The pressure comes. Goes end zone. Touchdown, Iowa. Carlos James.
You know what? That's a carbon copy of exactly what happened on the last possession. This time it's Kurt Warner doing a great job buying time. 5-step drop. He goes a little bit further. Now he's going to drift to his right. Doesn't see anything yet. Where is it? And Carlos James comes back to the football. You know, you can only cover a guy so long, and if you don't get to the quarterback, the result is a touchdown.
Black to make it 14-7. 11-yard touchdown reception for Carlos James. Listed somewhat as a defensive specialist. Not on that play.
It's a humdinger.
These announcers got to go.
Right.
Baker steps in. He's batting .206 and making $3 million a year.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, check and sign. What's he saying, Steve?
Good news. I'm having your baby. This game is brought to you by Miller Lite. Expect great things from the great taste of Miller Lite.
Nice work, Steve.
Thank you.
Hi there. Suicide squeeze. Ow, terrible. Here's that umpire's home telephone number.
Call tonight.
Keep calling.
Call him later.
The Iowa Barnstormers did last week. 12 of 13 total possessions they scored on. Now tonight they scored on 14 of their last 15 possessions.
That's why they average 51 points a game, and that's why defensively they tire you out, Mike. They chase you all over the field.
You look at number 78, the big man, Robert Gaddy. He's one of the many big guys on this Vegas team. It gets hot in this building. A lot of speed on Iowa. We're going to watch the big guys, the linemen of Vegas tonight, and see how they're conditioning it. Iowa's John Gregory told us earlier he fully knows that they can try to wear down the big physical players of Vegas. All played by Adrian Gerald. He works it up to the 15-yard line, where he is brought down by number 5, Carlos James.
We're going to get another look at that touchdown pass. Carbon copy of what Las Vegas did on the prior possession. Straight drop back. You can see it's a zone coverage because the defensive backs are staying where they are. Great job coming late open. Carlos James.
And then, as it is in arena football, James makes the special teams tackle on the run back by Adrian. And so they'll work it from the 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, go!
Molander. Far side, complete to Nate Burchett.
Oliver's pass complete to Nate Burchett.
Burchett's first reception of the night.
Another one of those big wide receivers, Burchett. About 6'3", 200 pounds.
Good. Here we go. 8 wide, H zoom, 80 F check. On one. Ready? Good.
2nd and 3 after the 7-yard reception for Nate Burchett.
Go ahead.
Burchett in motion. Now to the big man coach. Mike Coach fumbles the football. It is on the ground and Iowa has it. First turnover of the game. The Barnstormers capitalize. Todd Harrington, number 81, comes up with the football.
Arena football is a game of taking care of the football and scoring on your possession. You can't afford turnovers. Good job stripping the football right there. And one of their most active players, number 81, Todd Harrington, will come up. The strip from behind by Chilcote. So it's Chilcote and Harrington making the plays. And Mike, what I was trying to say is that you've got to take advantage of every possession. It's 14-7 game, and you just gave the best offense in the league great field position.
Clock running, and now it is stopped with 3:05 remaining as Iowa has called a timeout.
We're okay, fellas. That's my fault. That's my fault. We're okay. We're okay.
That's Kurt Warner telling the offense that he called the timeout because it was his mistake. His bad. Actually, Michael, it plays right in the hands of Las Vegas for 2 reasons. One, you've got momentum on the turnover, and 2, you're giving those big guys a chance to rest.
Well, Vegas last week lost to Memphis 38-30, and the real difference in the football game were turnovers. 2 fumbles, 1 interception, and that basically cost the Sting a chance to move their record to 4 wins on the year as opposed to where they stand right now at 3-6. Well, a good night of sports here on ESPN2. Coming up after our telecast of the Arena Football League Game of the Week, it is the Tour de France, presented by Michelin. It follows our game here on ESPN2. 23 days, 21 days of racing with only 2 days of rest. We work to stage 18. And Lance Armstrong trying to make a move. Late in the competition, Miguel Indurain of Spain shooting for his 5th straight title. It's the Tour de France immediately following our telecast. Mike, you mentioned good field position, 21-yard line of Iowa. Warner on first down. Bell on top of him. Flag on the play. Completion to Spencer. He's brought down at the 16-yard line of Vegas, but I think we're coming back for a holding violation.
Yeah, I think one of the guys they just activated because of injury, number 73, Peter Fillet, they caught him on the hold when Warner was trying to scramble there at the end. Going to catch a big hold of the big fella, Earl Bell at 6'3", 349.
73 offense. 8-yard penalty. Repeat the down. First down.
Technical companies with our Barnstormers and Slipperland Furniture. They can take care of all your furniture needs from upholstery.
Big play for Vegas, the holding penalty now. You end up with 1st and 18, an opportunity right now to make a defensive stop. You don't want to get down 14.
Clock ticking with 2:35 remaining in this first quarter. 14-7 Iowa leading Las Vegas.
Get off the ball. Get off the ball. Get on the ball. Get on the ball.
Already 4 penalties called in the football game. Quick step. Completion to Carlos James. He's forced into the dashboard by 3. Count them. 3 white jerseys.
But I like the play. You have just coming off a penalty. You don't have to get it all back on first down. Get about 7 or 8 of it back. Now you've got 2 downs to make 11. It's a good call. Take advantage of what the defense will give you.
The whole concept here in arena football is you get a good look at Carlos James, who was running to the dashboard, just to let the fans be on top of the players. And I'll tell you what, Carlos, in that shot, I think the fans on the sideline saw his face about as clearly as you at home did in that graphic, because they are right on top of each other here in Iowa. Warner now goes up top, looking for it all. In and out of the hands of the aforementioned Carlos James.
Tell you what, Wayne Coffey came in late with the strip, did a nice job because that ball was on the money, Michael.
Rodney Maison with the good coverage defensively for Vegas.
Get a good look right in the middle of your screen. Fillet the center. up against Earl Bell at 349. It's a tough football game. Watch the hit at the end. Here he comes.
And there he stopped.
349 pounds.
Not easy to stop like that. Now Warner works it 3rd and 11. He goes to Spencer. Spencer's going to have to do some work to get to the first down yardage, and he is short of an Iowa first down. Good defensive stand put together thus far by the Sting.
Excellent job by the Sting, realizing they had 1st and 18, played a soft zone, made them throw the ball underneath the zone, and then out of that they get a 4th down. Good job.
Mike Black is on to attempt a field goal. He is just 11 of 24 on the year, a 3-point field goal attempt. His long is 49. This attempt will come from 40 yards out. And it's well wide. Takes a while. Handled nicely by Rodney Mayock. He tries to scamper his way out of his own end zone. He's brought down the 4-yard line. Flag on play.
That is great hands by Rodney Mason. That was a horrible bounce. I think what they're going to call is an encroachment on the 5-yard bubble around the receiver.
Interference, 5-yard belt, kickers, 85, 3-yard penalty from the end of the run, first down.
We'll be back with more after this.
They were raised in the streets, brought up in the hood, and educated in the mall.
Is it James Dean or Jason Fraser?
Alicia Silverstone.
Hello.
Clueless, rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
This defensive coordinator's nightmare is brought to you by Thurman Thomas and his Righteous Low, who remind you that players are made in the preseason.
There's a place in the Big Apple where New Yorkers rush to be on the cutting edge. It's Jean Louis David, a touch of Paris right in the middle of Manhattan. So if you're looking for a new you, drop in anytime at any of their locations. You don't need an appointment, just your Visa card. Because when it comes to your hair and Jean Louis David, American Express just won't cut it. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon?
At Burger King, everyone's singing the praises of Disney's Pocahontas, filled with action, music, and romance. And they're really into the Pocahontas glasses at Burger King. Just 99 cents each, with any value meal. Each one with a memorable scene from the movie. You've got to get all 4. You might even want to use them to drink from. 99-cent Pocahontas glasses, only at Burger King. Get your burger's worth.
No matter where I park, it draws a crowd. It's a 55! It's a 55! 55. 55. This is one of the last real classics of our time. What do you think of the bumper, huh? Everything's original. And I take care of it myself right down to the oil and the Purolator filter. Pure oil now! It's a 55! So when someone asks me how I've kept up the engine, I just show them the Purolator. Purolator! I don't think it all fit. Legends live. 55! Purolator! Purolator!
Into the first quarter, we begin the second quarter. The third consecutive sellout here at the house they call the Barn. Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Scooter Melander and the Vegas Sting will try to capitalize on what was a good defensive stop after the first turnover of our contest.
We highlighted early how important it is for Vegas to stay in this game. They can't let Iowa get too far ahead.
Start from the 6-yard line, first down. Melander to Tillman. Tillman hit immediately, but a gain of about 5 yards on the play, driven out of bounds by Leonard Conley. Now, we showed you at the top of the show the importance of tonight's game, and let's look again at the Central Division standings in the American Conference of this Arena Football League. Iowa, Memphis, St. Louis, all with identical records of 6-3. What's really neat about that is they're all record-setting expansion teams with the 6 wins. The former high was 5 for first-year clubs.
Go ahead.
Molander finds Jamone Smith, and he finds the yardage for a first down. We think his forward motion at first. We'll see what the favorable spot may be.
It's a good spot, no problem. You know, you were just talking about the standings, Mike. One of the interesting things, 2 of the clubs at 6-3 are Iowa and Memphis, and guess who meets in Memphis on the last day of the season?
80 Iowa. On one. Ready?
80 Iowa. That probably means a special play for tonight. And I'm guessing Darryl Tillman will play a role.
Now Molander goes over the middle. Jai Hill. He's driven into the dashboards, but a big gainer and good reception by the man who is responsible for the 1 touchdown reception of Vegas.
Hill comes all the way across the field working on Conley. Nice timing pattern. He's open. Give it to him right now. Conley closes, but it's too late. And all of a sudden, Mike, 1 intermediate length pass, you're in the red zone. And, of course, the boards always come into play.
Jai Hill out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, 26-year-old.
Let's go.
Tied for the team lead with 27 catches on the year. First down play, Molander. He'll have to keep himself pinned. And driven out of bounds at 5.
Mike, you could hear that hit. That's a tough play for a quarterback. It's a tough play for a quarterback in this league. It's an option, but you don't have a pitch man. You fake it to Hernandez, and now you're on your own, fella. You got no help anywhere. Bang, and here they come.
It's an option without a pitchman. So what is your option?
It's a contradiction in terms at that point. You got no shot. Your option is the board.
Hit or be hit. So Molander on second down will work from the 5-yard line of Iowa. Smith in motion. The pitch to big Sam Hernandez. He breaks 1 tackle, scoots toward the end zone, and he's brought down at about the 1.
That's Ryan Murray at 5'11", 180, who's forced to play a linebacker position because, remember, you've got to go both ways here, and he's got a one-on-one shot on that man right there, Sam Hernandez.
Now, this team has marched the football right down for their head coach, Babe Pirelli, and that is because Scooter Molander has completed his last 8 passes. So right now, on 3rd and goal, let's see if they go to the big man, Sam Hernandez. They do. Oh, football is free. Chasing it down is the quarterback, number 3, Scooter Molander, but another costly, almost turnover, miscue with the football for Las Vegas.
That's a killer, and I don't understand that play. When the fullback's that close, hand the ball to him. Don't pitch it to him. Look how close he is. Don't pitch it from 1 yard away. That, I think, is because Hernandez is new. He's usually a tight end, playing fullback. That's why you're having the timing problem there. That should be a simple handoff. No reason to pitch the ball from a yard away.
James Johnson, the number 1 rusher on this team.
He fumbled it. First down. Trips right, fullback toss right. He just fumbled it.
Oldfield with the 29-yard field goal attempt. Now, at least they get something out of it, huh? Field goal is up and good. Vegas really needed that. As we're seeing what the loss of James Johnson means to Vegas. A miscue, and they settle for 3.
Your car doesn't look, doesn't feel, doesn't smell brand new anymore. The thrill is gone. Get it back with new vinyl. New vinyl conditions, restores, and protects vinyl and leather. There's no rubbing, no buffing. New vinyl penetrates and dries in seconds. You get a protective finish and a showroom feel that's so real you can smell it. Just like a brand new car. But all that was easy. Watch new vinyl make the seat of this junkyard car look like new. Now it's softer, more supple. Even gives these tires a showroom shine. So whether your car is really old or just feeling old, new vinyl will bring it back fast. There's only one new vinyl. It's guaranteed. Want it back? That new car feeling?
It's yours with new vinyl.
There's nothing like new vinyl. Available at Pep Boys, Rite Aid, True Value, Ace, Western Auto, Eckerd, Walgreens, Kmart, and other leading stores.
Tonight's Arena Football League game is brought to you by Advil, advanced medicine for pain. No non-prescription pain reliever is proven to last longer than Advil. And by New Vinyl, no rubbing, no buffing. You get longer-lasting protection in half the time. Willis Jaycox, number 2 scorer in the Arena Football League. His Iowa Barnstormers lead with 10:55 remaining in the second by a score of 14-10. Ian Holtfeld gets the 29-yard field goal, and Vegas does come away with some points. But still, Mike, they made the defensive stop. They came away with the score, and that's better than what it could have been. And the kickoff was ruled a touchback. It will come back to the 5-yard line. Football fans get to keep those souvenirs. That's not a bad deal. Good ticket prices around the league. No, and he gets to keep the football in Arena Football League action.
That's why 11,000 people come here. I want the football.
That's exactly right.
Here's a situation Vegas has got to step up and make a play.
Go! From the 5-yard line to start, Kurt Warner. He goes to Jaycox. He had to wait for the football, but able to make the reception with a guy hanging all over him.
Well-conceived play. Jaycox was the motion man. He motioned, creating trips, and then ran a crossing pattern. There's the motion man, top of your screen. Now there's 3 receivers. Watch him cross. Kind of like a pick. He's got man-to-man coverage with Wilpote, and if the ball is laid out further, it's a big play. Looks almost like a face mask at the end there.
Oh, after a good gain, Warner to work from his own 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Little play action. Warner gets around Tillman. Coming back for the football, Ryan Murray. Now Murray back from the center of the field. And he's called down at the 20-yard line. And a tackle finally made. Big number 62, Kevin Carroll.
That counter play with Jaycox either carrying or coming as a receiver is one of the featured plays in this attack. Watch the fake. And 55 chases him all the way down. That's Hernandez. That allows quarterback to get on the corner, and it's an easy pass to Murray. That's a well-conceived play.
Go! From the Sting 20-yard line, 2nd and 3. Play action again. Warner. To who else? Ryan Murray.
That's complete to Murray.
Now, these guys are the Minnesota duo, Jaycox and Murray. You fake give it to one guy from Minnesota, that's the 2 partner.
I'll tell you what's interesting right now is 55, Sam Hernandez, is frustrated. Same exact play, and watch, he's going to tackle the fake again. Here comes Jaycox. There goes the tackle. He loses contain. The minute you lose contain, what happens? It's pitch and catch with the wide receiver.
From the 14-yard line, 1st down yardage, and there is Sam Hernandez. Fumbled the football. And a Sonoma State, 6'3", 250-pounder, plays whistle dead and a flag on the play.
You know what, Mike? That's interesting. We talked about the injuries at the top of the program.
3-yard penalty. Repeat the down. 1st down.
Mike, they had two of their centers get hurt last week. So David Bush is in his first game as an Iowa player, and they almost lost the snap there. It's something we've got to keep an eye on, the center-quarterback exchange.
Go! After the 3-yard penalty, 1st and 13. Good protection for Warner. He'll spin around and improvise. Now he goes for Young. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Tony Young. His 2nd touchdown reception of the night.
Now Warner had Jaycox early right there and chose not to take it. Does a nice job holding on to the football, and now great coverage. Where's your man, Tony Young? Excellent job by this Iowa offense.
17-yard touchdown reception for Tony Young. Kick is up and good. It is 21-10 Iowa. Tony Young out of Albany State. The number 2 offensive scoring weapon has been number 1 thus far tonight.
He doesn't know it, but I found this under his pillow. I flipped through these great pages on sports, fitness, adventure. Now I know where all the excitement in our life comes from.
Des Moines, Iowa. Mike Goldberg, Mike Mayock. The Barnstormers leading 21-10. 7:25 remaining in the second quarter.
Hey, forget the big dance. They're hanging out here on Friday night.
Vegas needs to rebound because if they get down, as you mentioned, have to play catch-up in this building in the home finale uptown. Black's kick is strong. Adrian is playing. Terrell is just hammered by big number 99, Larry Blue. At the 5-yard line.
Now you've got to turn your back to 8 guys who can't wait to get a hold of you. Catch the football, turn it upfield. Watch Larry Blue, a hometown boy from Iowa. They love him here. Great hit. Picture perfect tackle.
Larry Blue, an Iowa tri-captain, starting defensive end for an Iowa team that was good in the Big Ten. Flag on the play. Reception made by number 6, Moines Smith.
Las Vegas' game plan is pretty simple. Whatever defensive back's playing off, you throw the hitch in front of them.
RG kind of pointed both ways there.
And he's also talking to Vegas. Guy in the red hat always wins.
Illegal formation, defensive end, number 99, 2 wide, penalty refused, results of the play, second down.
Mike, that's the 3rd time we've seen that call tonight, and I think the last 2 weeks I didn't see it once. So either RG's got to swallow that whistle for a little while, or the Iowa guys got to line up on side.
Well, there's Larry Blue, talking about that Iowa team that he played for in 1991 that led the Big Ten in total defense and sacks. Hawkeyes can play some defense.
Go on.
Second down play. Molander, near side, for check for the reception. Hit immediately, and not until he had the first down yardage.
Got a good mark from the official. That'll be a first down. That was a well-conceived play also. They had Adrian Jarrell run off the deep covers, and they just come right underneath the Burchett.
We have an illegal chuck, defense, number 5, penalty refused, results of the play, first down.
A little illegal chuck by our man Carlos James, beyond 5 yards. Shaking his head.
81 Carlos, another Iowa Hawkeye.
There's a definite hometown flavor to this club, and that's one of the reasons they sell this place out, in addition to winning football games.
Molander working on first down from the 17. Molander up top, Smith working. Great defensive play by number 32, Waylon Harding. He is out of Iowa State.
Harding is their best cover guy, but he's up against a 6'6", 270-pound guy, one-on-one, and Moines Smith has got him beat. If you throw it up a little bit more, it's a touchdown, but that's just a great job by Harding. Great job. Another look at it, gets the right hand up, tips it away. Michael, that's 6 points.
Former All-Big 8 performer Waylon Harding with the defensive play against Moines Smith. So it will be 2nd and 10.
Go!
Molander improvises, goes into traffic, and who's there again? Waylon Harding.
Harding's having some fun out there. Coaches told me he's their most physical, best bump and run guy they've got. There he is in the center of your screen. He's doing a nice job on Smith, realizes the ball's going, good break on the football, break it up, and then when you get done, Michael, what do? You do a little dance.
Gives away 8 inches to the 6'6" Moines Smith, but right now, He doesn't give a darn.
Hey, and he's physical. He don't care how big you are. He'll bang you.
Now on 3rd and 10. Thrown out of bounds. Good defensive stand by Iowa, led by number 32, Waylon Harding.
That was an in-your-face defensive stand by Iowa. They played man-to-man the entire series. Trips to the front side, and they stayed with them. That's one of those, even though it's not a sack, that's a coverage play right there. Man-to-man the whole way. Nobody open. What do? Throw it away. There's some confusion here for Las Vegas with personnel in the ball game. They may have to call timeout.
Ian Howfield, ball spotted at the 11-yard line. Long field goal attempt forthcoming. Howfield's kick is up. It's got a chance. It is good. 48-yard field goal for Ian Howfield. And it is 21-13.
An important study was presented at a national sports medicine conference. It shows that for the sore muscles occurring the day after a strenuous workout, Advil provides superior relief to extra-strength Tylenol. It's strong and fast. If you exercise regularly, you should know that more doctors recommend Advil than any other pain reliever for all types of muscle aches. For next-day soreness, Advil just works better than Tylenol. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
Society says beating on things is unacceptable behavior, except in the ring. Everyone wants to know what it's like, how it feels, where it comes from. A blow to the head, white flash, and a ringing sound in your ears. Welcome to the dark side. It's an interesting place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there. That's why I box.
Ian Howfield connecting on a long field goal to make it 21-13. And, Mike, this guy's got one of the strongest legs in the league. Look at that, 48 yards, no problem. He also holds the record at 61 yards against Miami this year.
Just last week, made a 54-yard field goal. Ian Howfield has the Hollister with a foot attached.
He's a stud. At the University of Tennessee, 6 years in the NFL. This is a guy that nothing's going to faze him, and he's got a strong leg.
Played with the Finns, the Broncos, Seahawks, Oilers, Eagles, and Buccaneers. And there it is again.
Into the net.
Jaycock handles it easily. He comes right up the center of the field. Big hole moves to the outside. Now he's just got Howfield trying to beat. Has to hold up. Great return all the way back to the 10-yard line. But there is a flag on the play back at the 9-yard line of Iowa.
But you had an opportunity to see the acceleration of one of the most exciting players in this league. Back turn, catch it off the net, no problem. Now watch him find the hole and accelerate. 5'8", 170, gets in the open field. See you later. This guy's
illegal
fly.
block in the back. Number 73 of the receivers. Half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul.
And when he saw his spot, he just moved the football with a vengeance.
They got the new guy, Peter Pillay, who just was activated for this game on a hold, pushing the back. That's a crime. That's a crime. Instead of 1st and goal inside the 10, you've got the ball on your own 4-yard line. Do you speak that language or what, Michael?
I don't.
All right.
No, I'm not allowed. Warner in and out of the hands of Jaycock. That doesn't happen very often. Well, doubleheader action on ESPN and ESPN2 as it is each weekend here in the Arena Football League tomorrow. Steve Biziak and Rick Dockwalker from the San Jose Arena. The SaberCats of San Jose set to take on the Orlando Predators. Story there. Predators quarterback situation. Both Pat O'Hara and Ben Bennett are out of the lineup. What do they do now? You'll find out tomorrow on ESPN.
And they're playing a good San Jose club, too.
SaberCats winners of 3 straight. Driven into the back dasher board. Goes to the incompletion. White coat right in the face of Kirk Warner.
Excellent penetration there by Coates. He got wrapped right into the boards by Warner.
any of the 12 Central Iwatako John locations.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing from their own 4-yard line. Listen in. That's like WWF, Mike.
Sure is. Oh, intercepted. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nate Burchett with the interception. And the pressure once again on Warner.
How about that? You hear what's happening?
Can he be inside the box? Get out of my face.
Get out of my face. What Warner was saying was that the linebacker left the box. Burchett left the box, therefore that was an illegal play. He's not going to get it, and that tightens this game up 21-19. Burchett's a wide receiver, and also watch him make the move inside. Once he makes the catch, it's a touchdown, and Kurt Warner went right away looking for the ref and say, hey, he's left the box.
10th interception thrown this year by Warner. It results in 7 points and turns our football game into a 1-point game with just a bit over a minute remaining in the half.
Coors Light, the silver bullet. It's shipped cold to preserve the clean taste of the Rockies.
Over 1 million people each week walk into AutoZone, and taking care of them means having what they need when they need it. That means stocking a lot of parts for a lot of cars. Now, nobody can stock everything, but we stock more than most. And how do we know which ones to carry? That's easy. We listen to our customers, because nobody knows better about what you want than you. So the next time you walk through that door, you might think of yourself as a customer, but we think of you as the boss.
Mike, it's 21-20. This is what could have been, though. Iowa's Willis Jaycox. That one was called back.
It shows you what little mistakes add up, the basics, the fundamentals. You can't push people in the back. Instead of 1st and goal on the 8, they go back to the 4-yard line in the following play. Burchett makes the interception, and all of a sudden, we got a 21-20 ball game.
Dave Pirelli's team, the defense really came off tight. Got in Kurt Warner's face on one play, and then the next play, he throws a costly interception. Nate Burchett takes it into the end zone. 21-20, Oakfield puts it into play. That's for Jaycox again, though. This is so strong, it goes over the net. It'll come back to the 5-yard line.
Well, that's control right there. If you can kick it over the net, automatically the worst field position you can get. They've got 1 minute and 8 in running right now.
Approaching the 1-minute warning.
So right, F motion, 70-81, on one, ready?
And Kurt Warner with the numbers you see there. 3 touchdowns and an interception. We'll have to wait a moment. And the 1-minute timing rule is in effect here.
Iowa has 2 timeouts remaining. 1-minute timing rule.
Now, if you're Iowa, you've got plenty of time now. You want to get back into your offense. Run, play action pass. The last minute of the half is forever.
And you heard them mention Iowa has 2 timeouts remaining.
Right. Plenty of time.
From the 5-yard line. Quick hitch in and out of the arms of Ryan Murray.
That's 2 consecutive possessions. Last time, Jaycox dropped a quick hitch. This time, Murray dropped a quick hitch. Both of them are looking to run with the football before they catch it.
Here we go. Here we go. So right, S motion, red 8, 64. On one, ready? What do you want?
He and Jaycox have a little conversation going.
Now on 2nd down. Warner rolls out, complete to James. He works towards the sideline, does step out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Coming up at the half, in addition to Mike and I's analysis of the first half of play and a visit in the locker rooms, we'll check in our studios in the Sports Smash, get you caught up on British Open action, round number 2, and what a historic day it was as Arnold Palmer walked down St. Andrews for the final time, playing in his final British Open.
And John Daly ended up about 5 under, or 6 under, I believe. He's still hanging in there.
Jack Nicklaus did make the cut after taking a 10 yesterday.
He looked like me on that.
Yeah, you got that one. Now the first down play. Warner, lots of time, wide open. Receiver, James. James working the sideline, jammed into the board by Rodney Mason at the 11-yard line.
Like we just said, if you're patient, get yourself back into your offense, absolutely no problem. He's looking front side the whole way, waits, wide time, and here comes the crossing receiver, James. Nobody on him, turn it up the field, watch him get wrapped by Mazone. Bang. Still 45 seconds left, so Mike, in arena football, that means about 3 scores.
Carlos James, 4 receptions for 51 yards. Warner from the 11, batted down off the big hand of number 95, Tony Catchings, pardon me, Brian Ford out of Washington State, the rookie.
In this game, only one linebacker can blitz, and it's the guy away from the tight end. In this particular situation, Kevin Carroll, number 62, does a nice job beating the block of Chilcote and getting pressure on the quarterback. That forces right there the throw too quickly, earlier than Warner wanted, and that's why they got the knockdown.
Brian Ford out of Washington State, 23-year-old, one of the many big linemen on this Vegas team. Warner, the quick hit to Jaycox, and he doesn't hold on. Flag on the play.
That's 3 times in 2 series where the wideouts have tried to run before they had the football.
And what did John Gregory tell us this morning? He said, we've got receivers with great speed, and they hold on to the football.
That's right. It's an anomaly tonight. You don't expect Ryan Murray or Jaycox ever to drop that kind of pass. Here's the quick look. Now watch his head turn before he catches the foot. You see right there? His head turns. That's why the ball's dropped. You gotta, it's an old football analogy, but it's true. Look the ball
We have no
in.
flag on the play. No flag. Incomplete pass. No.
Goes as an incompletion. Still plenty of time. 38.2 seconds. Iowa doubling up Vegas in total yardage. 180 to 90, but it doesn't much matter. It's a 1-point football game, partner.
Bottom line, who's got more at the end of the night?
3rd and 10 from the 11. Warner intercepted again by Nate Burchett. He stepped out of bounds. Flag on the play. Ford tangling up with Tony Catchings after the whistle had blown, too.
This is going to be an interesting call. Are they going to get Burchett for coming out of the box? Remember, it was Burchett that made the play down at the red zone the last time. Look at Ford at the top of your screen. He's got to stay in the box. He's reading the eyes. That's a great job by Burchett. He touched out of bounds with his hand. Did you see that? That's a good angle. Touched his right hand out of bounds. And they're getting a little feisty.
A pair of 95. And the call, Mike, was holding against the offense. So the interception will remain in the hands of Nate Burchett, his 2nd interception of the night.
And they are a huge play by Nate Burchett, both times. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, jumps in front, makes the play. Now watch the hand that doesn't have the football touch out of bounds right there.
Still plenty of time. 30.2 seconds for Scooter Melander. He goes over the middle. Incomplete. Harrington with step-to-step coverage on big number 80 Darrell Tillman out of Southern Miss. Flag again, holding the indication against Las Vegas.
Babe Perilli, Coach Perilli said that Darrell Tillman's one of those wily veterans. He's been around a while, about 30 years old. Came to camp a couple pounds overweight, knowing that he could work it off. But then again, Babe's been around guys
55
in training camp that came in a little heavy.
2nd down.
Babe Pirelli in his 7th season as a head coach in the Arena Football League, his 2nd with this new franchise, the Las Vegas Sting.
He's an interesting guy. We ought to develop his story a little bit as the night goes on.
Molander. Over the middle, Tillman with the reception. He's got room. James forces him out of bounds at the 25-yard line, right in front of Babe Pirelli's counterpart, John Gregory, the Iowa head coach.
Let's not forget, if you're Las Vegas, you've got Ian Halfield, the strongest leg in the league. So all you're trying to do, if you can't get it in the end zone, you still have 19 seconds. Let's get a field goal.
19 seconds and all 3 timeouts remaining for Vegas. Looks like the initial indication. Timeout called by Iowa, I believe. We will take the timeout. 1-point football game, 19.5 remaining in the first. Twenty our score. Approaching the end of the first half, Mike Goldberg, Mike Mayock, watching Vegas really turn around the spirits of a game that looked like Iowa could gain control of here in the second quarter. We are here at Veterans Memorial Auditorium. This is week number 11, game number 10 of a 12-game season in the Arena Football League. Vegas in the white with the football. Molander. Chilcote will get credit for it.
And the clock is running down to 7 seconds. How you like that hairdo, Michael?
Nice lid, Andy.
Oh, man.
That will make him the sack leader for Iowa, his 4th of the year out of Wisconsin Stevens Point.
6 feet, 250. He's just happened to be wearing a jersey with a 44 on it instead of like a 64, Mike. Because he's a thug. He'll knock you down.
Iowa defense has been excellent against their opponents on 3rd down. Updated with tonight's game included. Just 21% efficiency for their opponents on 3rd down plays. And there's Andy Chilcote. Now that's respectable.
Now,
you lose a bet or what?
If I'm going to bet on anybody to be like a Butkus Award winner, he's the man.
That's it.
Look at him.
Terry Porter, former Portland Trail Blazer, played at Wisconsin Stevens Point. He's saying, Andy, don't do that to your head. You give the school a bad name.
No. Yeah, okay.
Now they're trying to identify who the tight end is on this slide.
Set go.
The play is on set go.
Confusion, and they're going to call a timeout.
We can't do that. I said 8 wide. We can't do that because he's an ineligible receiver. You know what I mean? I said 8 wide, wing vertical. Otherwise, he'd be a switch. It's all right.
See, what happened is Kevin Carroll lined up on the wrong side, making his wide receiver ineligible. So good job by the quarterback there, Molander, taking the timeout. It's too critical a situation to get another penalty.
Timeout. We got to get at least a field goal on this. Okay. All right. Tell Jamone to run a 91. I'll tell you what. Come out of trip, wing loop, and run a 91. Or do you want to run a corner with the number 61 H corner wing, 63 wing corner. Let's just go 63. Get the H on the out. Okay.
Now what I like there is Babe Pirelli gave his quarterback an option, and Molander said, what I want to do is run the out. I think we got that. Get the yardage.
We have one.
Confirmation between Scooter Molander and the official, R.G. Detillier.
It's inbound. It'll be sealed to the page of set and crank up again. Okay.
That there is 1 timeout remaining for the Sting.
Okay. Here we go. 8 wide, 83, first down, ready? 83. No.
They're looking to get a deep out route here and just get Ian Halfield in position for the field goal.
3rd and 16. There it is, but it is short of the yardage. The timeout is called. Football will be spotted near the midfield line. Harrington with the hit on Tillman.
that puts the football on the 25. He'll be kicking from around the 31 or 2 plus 8. It'll be a 40-yard field goal. They're going to run the wide out deep and bring Tillman underneath, looking for the square out right there, but that's good coverage by Harrington. Nice job. So, Mike, depending on where they spot it here, we're looking at 25 plus 7 and 32. And Halfield just put a piece of tape down. I like that. That's the old style. Halfield put a piece of tape, there it is, in between the 17 and 18-yard line. That's where he wants the ball spotted.
Halfield has already kicked 2 field goals in our contest from 29 yards out, and then a 48-yard field goal. He missed from 40, 43, and 47 last week. 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. Ian Halfield has turned out to be the story of this first half for the Las Vegas Sting. 3 field goals off the right leg of Halfield, and Vegas goes into the locker room with the lead, 23-21. We welcome you back live to the barn. Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Des Moines, Iowa, Las Vegas Sting. Thanks to the right leg of Ian Halfield, lead at the half, 23-21. Mike Goldberg back upstairs with Mike Mayock, and really you talked about it. Iowa had a chance in the second quarter to take control of this football game, but it did not work the way the Barnstormers would have liked it to.
Okay, they're up 21-10 at that point, and a big kickoff return by Jaycox. But what happens, penalty calls it back, and then 2 big mistakes by the quarterback Warner. And Nate Burchett take advantage of both of them. Now you can see the kickoff return right here. It looks like 21-10. It looks like the game's going to turn Iowa's way. We get a holding penalty, a push in the back, and instead of first and goal from the 8, all of a sudden they've got first and 10 from their own 4. And on the next play, Burchett steps in front, runs it in, and all of a sudden we got a football game.
Well, this Iowa team is a team that scored 74 points last week. They came out, had all kinds of guns going this week, scored points with frequency, but there's been 2 interceptions thrown by their quarterback, Kurt Warner, and in the Las Vegas locker room, I'm sure they are very pleased with the way they played defense in that second quarter. In fact, let's check in with the head coach of Las Vegas, Babe Parilli.
30 minutes. 30 good minutes. Get to the next level. We've got to go one more level higher. See? Suck it up. Come on. All right? Come on. Hey, this is it, man. This is for the playoffs. We get this one, we're on our way. We got to win the next 3. We got to have this one, or we're done. Okay? All right, let's get it together. Okay? All right. Generate power anytime.
George, anything on defense?
Your ass, you got to do it. Let's go.
And a little bit more somber in the Iowa locker room of John Gregory, whose team had control of this game for a while.
Not a whole lot being said there, Michael.
Oh, you got that right. Well, I'll tell you what, the interesting thing, Babe Parilli, because he told us today, and he used the analogy, he said, tonight is our Arena Bowl. This is the biggest game of our season because we truly feel that we can win the last 3 games. But you got to start out here, and they've done a good job in the first 30 minutes.
I thought he did a great job providing a very succinct synopsis, and that was 30 minutes to the next level. And here's a guy that's been to 2 Super Bowls. He knows something about the next level.
Yeah, sure does, because I saw his ring today behind Joe Namath. Right now, he's behind his Las Vegas Sting, who defensively got the job done in the second quarter. 23-21 at the half.
Would you go fishing with a lawnmower? Then why trim your lawn with fishing line? Forget it! Here comes the Weed Terminator. 3 awesome cutting blades that swing out and are held in position by centrifugal force. Weeds are defenseless against them, and trimming has never been easier. The entire unit installs quickly and easily to whiz through even the thickest grass and weeds. Turn your gas-powered trimmer into a powerful Weed Terminator. Broken trimmer line? Terminated. Wasted time? Terminated. Expensive replacement spools? Terminated. The Weed Terminator fits all these popular gas trimmers, and it's yours now for only $19.95 with an extra set of blades free. Don't miss this opportunity. Call now.
Call toll-free 1-800-321-5700 or send $19.95 plus shipping to Weed Terminator, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut. For fastest delivery, use your credit card and call 1-800-321-5700.
The girl who was too tall. The girl who could run faster than the boys. The pretty girl who never wanted to be a cheerleader. The girl who turned her back on the in crowd has risen above the rest.
3 first-half field goals by Ian Howfield have given the Las Vegas Sting a 23-21 lead through one half of football here at the barn, and 2 key interceptions, one that was returned for a touchdown, one that stopped an Iowa drive, led to the fact of Vegas leading in this game.
Look at number 4. Nate Burchett does a great job reading the eyes of the quarterback, breaking on the football. That particular play right there, you see him touch out of bounds, saved 3 points, and you're going to see how feisty they get at the end of the play. The play's over, big hit right there, and we're going to see a pair of 95s squaring off.
Now, last week against Memphis, Las Vegas lost 38-30. They committed 3 turnovers. Tonight, they're winning the turnover battle. Quarterback comparison thus far, Melander 107 yards, 1 touchdown, and no interceptions, and really that's the key. You've thrown 3 touchdowns, Kurt Warner, but you have been picked off twice.
Let's remember, we talked at the top of the show about how both are young quarterbacks, and consistency is the question with both of them. So far, Melander's done a great job. Warner's made the mistake.
And the offensive specialist, Hillman of Las Vegas, and Jaycox just 2 receptions for 21 yards. Credit that number of 21 being so low to the defensive effort of the Las Vegas Sting. And here at Veterans Memorial Auditorium, a ceremony taking place here at halftime honoring the veterans of war. And so a longer ceremony, as this is the home finale this year for the first-year expansion team, the Iowa Barnstormers. 2-3 in this building, 4-0 on the road, an overall record of 6-3. Honoring some World War II veterans tonight here in Des Moines, Iowa.
Now, this is just a great setting for a football game and really an event, an evening. It's a great tribute to the veterans of foreign wars. It's named Veteran Memorial Coliseum. They pack 11,000 in every week. It's kind of a neat tribute.
3rd consecutive sellout for the Iowa Barnstormers. Now, you mentioned a second ago about Kurt Warner being intercepted 2 times, and we said at the top of the show, Mike, that it's a very diligent zone defense that Las Vegas played. A couple of weeks ago against San Jose, Kurt Warner was able to only put up 17 points against the zone defense. He told us he had learned to go against the zone and had success, at least in the second quarter.
A young quarterback is a learning experience every week. And in the lowest scoring arena game of the year, 50 points total, Iowa only scored 17. Remember, they averaged 51 a game. San Jose throws a zone at them. He reacted well the 2 weeks following. Tonight, what he's seeing is a mixture of man and zone from Las Vegas. And I think Babe Pirelli and his defensive coordinators have done a great job setting up a game plan.
Las Vegas Sting coming off 2 straight losses at Miami and against Memphis that I mentioned earlier. And the loss to Miami is the one that really hurt Las Vegas. Miami had not won it all in the arena season at that point. They led the Hooters 24-10, and Miami came back to win 32-30. So that one definitely hurt the team in white, the road team tonight, the Las Vegas Sting.
On behalf of the entire Barnstormer organization and the management...
Iowa Barnstormers and Las Vegas, 2 games remaining each against Arizona, who is a struggling team right now, based at least on the upset last week, still the defending champions, and at Charlotte, a team that is beatable in the estimation of Babe Pirelli.
And Pirelli said at halftime, tonight's the beginning of our playoff drive. We win tonight, we win the other 2, we've got to win all 3.
At Albany, at Memphis, and that's the real key game for the homestanding Iowa Barnstormers, the season finale down at the Pyramid against the Memphis Pharaohs.
It might not be that important unless they win tonight, Michael. They're fighting for home field right now.
Well, the team that Las Vegas is trying to catch 3 games back in the standings just happens to be the SaberCats of San Jose. And And they are our featured team against the Orlando Predators tomorrow from the Shark Tank, which I guess is now the Sabercat Tank for the summer. San Jose Arena. Steve Biziak, Doc Walker with the play-by-play call. Midnight Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific on ESPN.
And Todd Shell has that San Jose club playing extremely well. They're really doing a nice job.
There's our man, Andy Chilco. Another interesting sidebar story here at the barn is the artificial turf surface. This artificial turf surface here cost the Iowa football franchise $7,000. Now, Mike, usually the turf should cost you about $100,000 at least. Why was it only $7,000, partner? It was used.
And who used it, Mike? I'll let you finish.
All right, I was going to give it to you. The Kansas City Royals. This is part of the turf that was at Kauffman Stadium, home of the Kansas City Royals, before they went to natural grass.
And you know, I mean, just as a sidebar, I am so happy to see them go to natural grass. I mean, when it comes to baseball, for the most part, it's played outdoors in good weather. Hey, let's play on the natural grass. I understand it inside, but outside, let's have some fun.
Iowa showing fiscal responsibility, saving $93,000. And the thing that I really love is one of the owners of the Iowa team owns a trucking company. So they got free freight coming down from Kansas City, too.
Why not? If you're going to take fiscal responsibility all the way to the end, you might as well get the trucker in and let's go.
And in a league with a salary cap of just about $250,000 a year, $240,000, that $93,000 will go a long way to paying a lot of players, especially for a first-year team. Not sure how the marketplace is going to react, but I'll tell you what, it's been a wonderful season for John Gregory and the Iowa Barnstormers here in their new home of Des Moines. And they are called the Iowa Barnstormers because truly they feel like they are this state's team.
You know, the other guy that's a character is the other head coach, Dave Pirelli. He was a #1 draft pick in 1952 coming out of Kentucky. And, Michael, he signed his first contract. He said he held out. He wanted the big money. Held out for $15,000 in year one. And you can see right below, Drew Bledsoe, a couple years into the league, just signed for $42 million over 7 years. Not bad. I got to tell you, I signed my first pro contract with the Steelers in 1981, 10th round pick for $33,000.
But the league minimum was 30, so you thought they liked you.
Hey, I thought I had a heck of a deal. 33. I was buying that night.
Mike Black to get it started in the second half. Played by Mayock. Mayock in traffic, met at the 9-yard line by big number 65. And that is Dave Bush.
Ron Moran got a piece of him, too, who's their special teams maniac.
That's the proper term, I think.
All right, come on, key block, you guys. Here we go. Two switch, wing loop, fake fullback, toss right, fullback at 4, on one, ready?
The 30 minutes to the next level has begun for Las Vegas. From the 9-yard line, 1st and 10. Jamon Smith in motion. Hand off to Sam Hernandez. He fumbles the football again, but it was ruled down before the football squirted free. Big Sam having trouble holding on to the pigskin.
Let's remember, Sam is usually a tight end or down lineman. He's not used to being in the fullback position. There's some timing problems there. You know, on the replay, I'd like to see. Let's see if the ball comes loose early. I think there's a strip right there. There's the football. That's a fumble. Now, it was picked up by Vegas, but that's a bad call.
Vegas got a break.
There, go!
Now working 2nd and 7. Olander, near side, far side. Driven out of bounds was Jamon Smith by Leonard Conley.
And you know what I like, Mike, is the concern with Olander was consistency. He's coming into his own right now. He looked front side, didn't like what he saw, had the poise to take his time and come back side.
8 loop, 91 rip. On one, ready?
Another sellout. Nearly 11,000 fans here at the barn. Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Mike Goldberg, Mike Mayock. Friday night arena football on ESPN2. 3rd and 4 from Olander. Complete. Tillman just has to scamper his way to the end zone. He'll hurry, get there. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Not only do they convert on 3rd down against a very diligent defensive unit of Iowa who's been good at that this year, but they put more points on the board.
If you're a defensive back and you're going to cut in front of the receiver, you better get a piece of the football. And Leonard Conley makes a huge mistake. Misses the football, no tackle, and you're giving up an easy 6. That is football 101, and you don't ever make the break on the ball like that unless you're going to get a piece of it.
35-yard touchdown reception for Darrell Tillman. Outfield should feel like this point after is very easy.
Nothing's easy with those goal calls.
All right, I didn't jinx it. He gets the point after. Vegas comes out and holds that momentum that they gained at the end of the first half. They now lead by 8 on the touchdown by Darrell Tillman.
It's breakfast, a whole new kind of breakfast with this new kind of Kellogg's Pop-Tarts, Kellogg's low-fat Pop-Tarts. But low-fat's not the half of it. There's this incredibly fruity filling that makes your mouth want to shout, hey, this is incredibly fruity filling. And the crust, it just makes you want to shout, hey, this is unbelievable crust. And this great Kellogg's Pop-Tarts taste is low in fat, which only makes you want to tango to the toaster for another. And you think to yourself, oh, doesn't it take two to tango?
New Kellogg's low-fat Pop-Tarts, only from Kellogg.
Kids aren't the only ones in love with Pocahontas.
How many, sir?
2, please. It's in theaters everywhere.
It's our second time. Third time.
Burger King is in love with Pocahontas, too. They've got these great new glasses straight out of Disney's new Pocahontas movie. They're only 99 cents each with any value meal, and they're only at Burger King.
Miko and Flick on the top shelf, dear.
Kids aren't the only ones who collect them. Burger King, get your burger's worth.
Tonight's Arena Football League game is brought to you by Kellogg's with good taste, nutrition, and value. The best to you each morning from Kellogg's. And by Firestone Retailers. Come in now for the Indy Race Sale. Some of the local flavor to Arena Football here in Des Moines, Iowa. And, you know, I said it right at the top of the show. Here in this state, one thing they love is the game of football. That's the most important thing. The second most important thing is football, I think, last time I checked. Good Midwest fans out to support their team who is in trouble right now. Willis Jaycock on the return, though, has room. He's pushed out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The homestanding fans need to see Iowa come back and gain a little momentum. Meantime, as we talked about Vegas playing so well, we take a look at the Western Division standings of the American Conference, and there's the San Jose SaberCats featured on ESPN tomorrow night against the Predators of Orlando at 6-3. The defending Arena Bowl champion Arizona Rattlers at 5-4. Vegas hoping tonight they can go to 4-6. The real key, Mike, is 8 of the 13 teams in the Arena Football League make it to the postseason.
And don't forget, if Vegas wins tonight, they control their own destiny because they play Arizona, the team ahead of them, next week.
Time runs out. Play not able to be gotten off by Kurt Warner. And really, everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong in about the last 10 minutes of football time for the Iowa Barnstormers.
13 offense, 3-yard penalty. Repeat the down, first down.
I'm very interested to see how that man right there, Kurt Warner, comes back from some adversity in the first half.
Test motion. 80, fake hip screen. On one, ready?
Fake hip screen. I think we're going to see that quick little thing again, and they might try and go deep here.
From their own 11. Lots of time. Intercepted by Maison. Flag on the play. Maison had great coverage on Willis Jaycock. But Iowa's going to get a break.
Iowa needs a break. Kurt Warner's throwing the football up when he should not. Mazone's all over now. It's the fake screen. They're trying to get something up deep. And now they're going to run the deep route with the cross. Watch Mazone break on the football. That's what separates defensive backs, an ability to break on the football. And Rodney Mazone does a great job right there.
Rodney Mazone out of UNLV. He actually played professional baseball in the Mets organization. Was a free safety for the Rebels during his collegiate football days. So it will be 1st and 10 after they traded penalties. Jaycock on the ground, goes to the far side. He's hit at the 21-yard line after a gain of about 6 yards.
back to the basics.
Yep.
Just a moment ago, I said, how's Warner going to react? And he threw an interception on the next play. I think what they're trying to do is to get them down in distance situations to take the pressure off him.
I think I'm sorry, Michael. I think they also want to get 85 involved in the game. Willis Jaycox just 2 receptions on the night.
You got to climb on his shoulders pretty soon.
Jaycox lines up on the far side. As his Minnesota counterpart, Murray, goes in motion. Exchange, gather, Murray, reception. Gets a block from Jaycox and gets the first down yardage and more down to the 16 of Las Vegas. Ryan Murray on reception.
You know, this is a very fortuitous drive right here. They got the break on the interception with the penalty, and this time, watch the exchange. The Bush and the quarterback, nice job keeping his composure, completing the pass to Murray. Remember, he's working with 2 new centers tonight.
First down for the Stormers on the Sting.
From the Sting, 16-yard line. Jaycox, they fake the running play. Now Warner goes end zone incomplete.
He had Steve Clark, the defensive tackle, beat on contain, who once again tackled the motion man.
Just run it. Let's go with 80, text right, 87. Here we go. We'll go text right. S motion, 80, 87. On one. Ready? 8 route, 8.
Here's the big fella, Steve Clark, 6'4", 280.
Second down play. Warner. Jaycox again can't hold on to the football.
You know, I hate to keep count because Willis Jaycox is one of the best receivers in this league, but that's his 3rd drop pass tonight. Warner finds a nice job, hits a little pass in the seam of the zone. You got to catch that football. No excuse. We're not seeing vintage Jaycox tonight.
Jaycox played at Saskatchewan for the head coach John Gregory, and when arena football became a possibility, Willis Jaycox was playing on a national championship flag football team. 3rd down play. Almost intercepted. They were looking the way of Jaycox. Tillman got a hand on the football. Continuing the story for Willis Jaycox, he was in Minneapolis with Ryan Murray playing flag football. But not just your everyday flag football as he shows his emotions, but playing on a team, Mike, that won a national championship.
He and Ryan Murray were on the same team in Minneapolis. Not only did they win their league, but they advanced to regionals and then finals, won the whole thing. And that was the first phone call Coach Gregory made taking over this club was to Willis Jaycox. But Mike, I hate to say it.
Continuing action foul, number 85 offense. 8-yard penalty from the previous spot. 4th down.
That's frustration. Willis Jaycox is a veteran. He knows better. He got right in the face of the ref, and they threw the foul on him. This is not Willis Jaycox's best night.
Flatten it. Well, then run a 7. Just got to come underneath him.
A slight difference of opinion, would you say, Mike?
39-yard field goal attempt for Mike Black. Now they're hanging on the foot of Mike Black, and this Iowa team not used to having trouble scoring this season.
Frustration has set in. Warner's frustrated, Jaycox is frustrated, and it's evident the way they're talking to each other.
Black's kick is up, and it is good. Well, that might help their emotions a bit. Mike Black connects on the 39-yard field goal. Iowa has pulled to within 6. 24, trying to electrify this sellout crowd in the home finale for the Iowa Barnstormers.
I'm impressed with Melander so far. He's done a great job taking what he can get. He hasn't panicked at all, and I think he's a real key for the rest of the evening. They've got a 6-point lead, which, as you know, Mike, is nothing in the arena football.
16 is nothing. Either is 26 for this much time. May zone. Got a couple of blockers. Good defensive play made by number 83, Chris Spencer, with a special teams tackle. There is a flag on the play.
Too much laundry on the turf tonight, Michael.
Yeah, a lot more than we've seen in our couple of weeks, the last couple of weeks of games we've done, Mike.
That was a late call thrown by the side judge.
Offside, number 91 of the kicker. Holding, 99 of the return team. We have a 3 and an 8 yard penalty situation. We ignore the 3 yard penalty. We'll go half the distance from the end of the run. First down.
Mike, you got your abacus?
No, I forgot it.
Watch the hold right here towards the end of the play. They're holding Stondry right there, and that's a takedown in any sport. He grabbed the letter, fell down, and pulled him right on top.
I got my fingers. I'm about to take off my socks, though, so I can make it up to at least 20.
That's two heavyweights. Stondry and Clark.
From deep in their own zone, Smith hangs on to the football. Good reception by Jamone Smith. With his man, number 81, Todd Harrington, draped over his back.
Harrington did a nice job breaking up the football, but Smith did an even better job holding on to it.
We talked about Jamone Smith earlier in the football game. He has really emerged, and one thing he's done, improved his hand. And we saw evidence of it right there.
Yeah, they really like him. They like his size and his quickness.
Good numbers for Scooter Melander.
The one I like is the one that wasn't shown. No interception.
Yep. 2nd and 7 after the 3 yard gain. Melander has Tillman. Tillman gets past the DB. He works his way deep into the zone. Still on his feet, brought down at the 11-yard line. Defensive back committed again, and it was a costly play because Tillman turns it into a big gain.
Same play as the last series. This time it's Todd Harrington cutting in front, trying to make the big play. Watch 81. Makes the break in front. You can't do that. That's the same thing Conley did on the last series. And Mike, when they get in film tomorrow, I guarantee you they're going to get an earful. You don't ever make that break unless you're going to get the football.
31-yard gain on the reception by Darrell Tillman. Almost 100 yards in the air tonight. Now the pitch to Michael Coates. Not Sam Hernandez, Michael Coates lining up in the fullback position.
It's a good substitution. You're having trouble with Hernandez in the backfield. You come back with Coates, who's more of a natural fullback.
Coates also a 4-year linebacker under Gary Gibbs at Oklahoma.
Come on, guys. 3, let's go. 3 wide change. S cross vertical. Toss left to S at 9 on set. Go. Let's go. Ready?
You get all that, Mike?
Let's go. Let's go.
We're going to cross over and throw it towards the end zone. And look for a touchdown.
Go.
Instead, the pitch to Jai Hill. Hill works his way inside the 5-yard line. That play looks a little bit like the one that Iowa runs to Willis Jaycox.
And that's an awful lot of verbiage to toss sweep. Back when the Packers ran, it was like power right, toss sweep. Now what happens here is Hill starts all the way from the corner, goes in motion. Here comes toss sweep. Fullback 41, Coates in front with the key block on the seal. And now Hill just turns into a running back. Turn the head up, get to the board. Good job.
3rd and 1. They do not need to cross the plane to the end zone. Melander wants the timeout to talk about it. 3rd and 1 play forthcoming after the timeout. We'll take the break with the Las Vegas Sting knocking on the door here in Iowa.
The newest way you can cure athlete's foot is the way doctors cure it. With the same ingredient they've prescribed millions of times. It's new prescription strength Desonex. Nothing cures athlete's foot better. New prescription strength Desonex, the doctor's cure.
Miller Lite Ice. The night is young.
Yo, you getting on the freeway?
Paramount Pictures presents
Can I write them a note?
Alicia Silverstone, Clueless.
Want to practice parking?
What's the point? Everywhere you go has ballet.
Rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
5:23 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Scooter Melander just said a moment ago, we picked it up on his microphone. Way to go, guys. They cannot stop us if we keep doing what we've been doing.
Momentum is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Fullback trap. This is an unusual play. Look for Coates. Unless they go to the motion man, Hill.
It's Coates. pulls his way.
First down, though.
For the first down, but no indication of a touchdown. Nonetheless, they got what they needed, and that was the 1 yard to pick up the first down. Michael Coates.
I like that play. They get the motion man. They expect people to go toss sweep out wide, and they run. Look at 21, Jai Hill. He's 12 yards deep. They fake to him. Good trap block inside. The kick-out block on number 91, Shropshire, and that's why they get... Watch him right here. 62 on the kick-out block. He gets Ed Shropshire, picks him out. Excellent job.
And now it is first and goal. Molander himself. Stopped short of the goal line. Football came loose. Did it come the way of the Iowa team? Every indication is it did. Big turnover at the goal line. Barnstormers have the football. Oh, my.
I think the guy that makes the play is right there, Ed Shropshire. He got lower than his guy, made the play, and Harrington scoops up the fumble.
Turnover at the goal line by Vegas. Iowa fans are back in it.
It's hot where you're going. Four-wheeling down Baja with the Sea of Cortez as your goal. ESPN2's Beyond the Border Adventure. Your chance to win a 10-day expedition to Baja. Just you and 3 friends. No borders, no limits. To enter, send a postcard with your name and daytime phone number to P.O. Box 518, Hermosa Beach, California, 90254. ESPN2's Beyond the Border Adventure. Brought to you by Taco Bell.
30-24, biggest play of the game, quarterback sneak. Shropshire stands him up. The play gets taken underneath, and watch what happens at the end. Number 81, Harrington, picks up the most valuable thing on the surface there, Mike, the football.
Mike Coates kind of pointed to himself after the play, too. Let's see if we pick it up from this angle.
Okay, it's nothing there. That's a great job getting penetration up front. And there comes the football late. No one knows it's even there until Harrington, like a little ferret, the garbage man, picks it up.
Mike Coates, as you saw right at the top of your screen, kind of pointed at himself, maybe thinking, hey, that football should have gone to me. I got us the first down on the last play.
That's like the weak side rebounder in basketball, just picking up that garbage. That's a great job.
So Iowa can move the football down. 2 turnovers each. 4 in the contest. Iowa can march the football down and take the lead. Kurt Warner out of the pocket. Complete to Carlos James.
Now, Mike, that's a big momentum shift. Let's see if Iowa can get their heads back in this game, forget the frustrations, and take advantage of the change of possession.
Remember, this is an Iowa football team, number 2 in the league in all-purpose yards, passing yards, and points per game at 51.0. They've been frustrated tonight, held to just 24 points with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third. Warner on second down. Play action to Jay Cox. Goes over the middle. Double coverage on James. Coffey going to be flagged for the pass interference.
He threw that once again into coverage. That's a big break for Iowa. That's that same counter tray action. Play action.
Defensive pass interference. Number 27, 8-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Now, Will Holt and Coffey both had coverage here. Okay, Coffey's in a little bit early. Good call. Had the arm in. Good call.
Defensive back saying that?
I know. It hurts me deep inside, Mike, but, you know, the eye in the sky don't lie.
Warner on first down. Had a wide open Willis Jaycox, and that time Kurt Warner just missed it.
No, you called that exactly right. Jaycox was wide open. That was a poor pass by Warner. They've got to find a way to get that guy the football. He's had a bad game so far, but he's the number 2 receiver in the league. You've got to get it back to him.
We're going to go right, 80, fullback screen right. On set, ready? 48.
Fullback screen right.
Just right.
See the big fellow with the good haircut, Chilcote.
Just 2 receptions for Willis Jaycock. 85, nope, traffic, good rush applied on Kurt Warner.
That was a great job by the defensive front for Las Vegas. That was supposed to go to Chilcote, but he got caught up inside and got knocked on his butt. No play.
What do you think?
Now, if you're trying to throw the football to 44 and 44 is on his back, you don't have a play. Top of your screen, he gets pushed right there, and watch him fall. No play. As a matter of fact, it hit Brian Ford right in the helmet.
Big 3rd down play, 3rd and 10 for Iowa from the 21-yard line. Quick hit, complete. Jaycock, first down, Barnstormers.
That's where you get in the huddle, you look at your best receiver and you say, run to the chain. And that's exactly what he did. He ran top of your screen, he runs to the chain, breaks it off right there. That's a veteran knowing how far he has to get for a first down, turning it up and making sure he doesn't lose it.
Right in front of Wayne Coffey, the man who was flagged for pass interference a couple of plays ago, former All-Arena team performer. Now the play from Warner to Jaycox again. Jaycox breaks 1 tackle, runs into his own man, but he's inside the 10-yard line, taken down at the 6. Another first down for Iowa.
That's one of their favorite plays, yet tonight Jaycox has dropped it twice. They come back to him. He's their go-to guy, and I think you're going to see the real Willis Jaycox right now.
Here we go.
First and goal for the Barnstormers.
X motion. Ready, double smash. On one, ready.
X motion.
Raise your hand with him. Raise your hand
You're
with
going to see
him.
a double smash route here.
Go.
From the 7. Warner. Throws incomplete. Wilpo had good coverage on the intended receiver, number 83, Chris Spencer.
There was good coverage in the entire secondary on that play. Warner had nowhere to go.
Speed cut it quicker. Speed cut it quicker. Tell you what. Let's go. Let's get open. Let everyone else.
Final seconds ticking away here in the 3rd quarter. And a costly turnover by Vegas at the Iowa goal line has turned into this drive we are seeing right now. And the start of the 4th could see Iowa regain the lead.
If you're like most guys, you probably don't have a clue what conditioners do for hair.
Got me.
But what if I told you they help hair lay right, stay in place, smooth flyaways?
Conditioners do that?
That's right. And there's no better time to see for yourself than now. With new Pert Plus shampoo and conditioner in one. Reformulated with some of the most advanced cleaners and conditioners out there. For much more manageable hair than regular shampoo with no more work. So what do you think?
You know, I think I could get used to this.
New Pert Plus. Great hair, no fuss.
Fact. Over 800,000 automobile crashes occur in the rain each year. Fact. The Subaru Legacy is equipped with all-wheel drive, the ultimate safety feature. Fact. Compared to front-wheel drive, the Subaru all-wheel drive system provides the driver with superior control and better handling on rain-slick surfaces. A fact that's very comforting indeed. Now buy a new Legacy with 1.9% financing or lease for just $199 a month.
Some people love our crunchy tacos. Others, our soft tacos. Now Taco Bell introduces the double-decker taco. Our delicious original taco, joined with beans in a soft tortilla. It's the taste big enough to bring the two sides together. The double-decker taco, just 79 cents.
It's new, it's weird, it stinks! Yes, everybody's playing new Stink and Stare from Bart's Root Beer. The 3D game that stinks when you scratch it and turns 3D when you stare at it. Free inside specially marked 12 packs of Bart's Root Beer, the one with bite. Scratch and sniff some musty old bones and you might see a 3D skull. Cool. Stare at a 3D cow and smell the freshly cut hay. Hey. Keep staring because you could win $10,000. So pick up Bart's today and play Stink and Stare. It'll change the way you look at root beer.
23-10 in the last two quarters, the way of Las Vegas, and that has to please the head coach, Babe Pirelli. We already told you he was a backup to Joe Namath, owns a Super Bowl ring. He also had a great career in which he played for some wonderful coaches in his life of football.
You know, what a great resume, though, Babe Pirelli has. He played at University of Kentucky. There's a good shot at Coach Gregory. But Babe Pirelli played for the Bear at Kentucky, and then in the NFL under Paul Brown and under Vince Lombardi.
Second and goal. Warner looks towards the end zone. Murray driven into the dasher boards at the 1-yard line. Good reception by Ryan Murray.
And he's hurt.
That guy right there might be the fastest kid on the team.
We asked the coaches today who's the fastest guy on the team, and they started to laugh. Here it is, just a 3-step drop, get rid of the football. He's going to get banged, and he drops the football right there on the 1-yard line. I think he had possession, but they roll it back to the line of scrimmage.
80-54, on one. Get up there.
Well, it sets up a 3rd and goal.
Go!
Just 1 for 4 tonight. Warner. His team at 44% on the year. Goes towards the end zone. Touchdown, no. Jaycox could not hold on. Now 1 for 5 on 3rd down conversion for this Iowa football team, who came in, pardon me, not 44%, 48% efficiency on 3rd down this year.
Jaycox did a wonderful job reacting to the scramble, working his way towards the quarterback and getting open. What they needed to do was close the deal. Got to catch the football.
Now try to settle for 3. Football spotted at the 14, +8, 22-yard field goal attempt. Mike Black was good from 39 in the 3rd quarter. High snap, set down. Black's kick is up, and it is good. It is 30-27. 6 points off the right leg of Mike Black. All the scoring in the second half for the Barnstormers. Jaycox could not come away with the football.
In Floyd's Knobs, Indiana, people drive from miles around just to see Don Ballard. Because when it comes to car repair, well, there's not much he can't fix. You see, Don's the type of guy who believes that doing a job right and saving money go hand in hand. So he begins each job with a trip to AutoZone. Sure, it's a 20-mile drive. There are other parts stores along the way. But for Don, when it comes to getting the right part for the right price, there's just no place better than AutoZone.
The average person takes about 18,000 steps a day. If too many of yours are between the couch and the fridge, here's a step you should take immediately.
Turn on your life. Call Bally Total Fitness now during our off-season and get the lowest price of the year.
The load in that quarterback's pants is brought to you by Greg Lloyd and his Brutus Lowe, who remind you that players are made in the preseason.
Tonight's Arena League football game is brought to you by the more than 1,000 AutoZone stores across America. AutoZone, the best parts in auto parts. And by the new Bally Total Fitness. With over 330 clubs nationwide, it's easy to turn on your life. Call 1-800-FITNESS today.
30-27 after the successful field goal. But here's the big play. Jaycox breaks to the quarterback. Ball's delivered. Watch Babb come in late and strip the football. That's a 4-point play by Mike Babb.
Kick fielded by Adrian Null. Main zone almost couldn't hang on. He did a nice job of getting the football, trying to get into the field of play. Football scored free, but they'll rule it down at the 2-yard line.
And that's what happens in arena football, and that's why you have to kick the ball off the net. You never know when your next big play is when you kick it into the net.
You said earlier the nets here are dangerous.
Okay.
Case in point.
Good. Look at the high bounce. Mazzone does a great job coming over to help out. And now he's just got to keep his feet and hold on to the football because they're coming like a pack of hungry dogs after him.
So Iowa has Vegas dumped back on their own goal line. Football at the 2. Shimon Smith near side possession play to the big 6'6" wide receiver who they've used with frequency this evening.
That's a good collision right there. You know what happens when you're the defensive back and you've got this guy with the yo-yo motions? He's getting a huge head start, so your tendency is to back off, which is what Ryan Murray does, and that's why they throw the hitch up front. Look at the contact. Murray at 5'10", about 180, takes a little bit of an elbow late from Jamone Smith.
Jamone walked out of Saskatchewan's CFL camp. He didn't like Regina. Now Smith again. And Murray's the man who meets him, but not until the first down yardage is gained up to the 16.
Was it Regina or was it the exchange rate?
Well, he's American. He should have liked that.
No, but they're paying him in Canadian dollars. When he comes back across the border, he takes a 36% hit.
91 rip. Excellent point. I was just thinking traveling during hockey, going up there and say, here's 100, give me 138. Thank you very much.
Think about it the other way.
That would be a bad thing. There it goes. Now from the 16 on first down, Smith again. Possession football.
Same situation there. They're going yo-yo motion to Smith. Murray's tendency is to back away. And you know what's happening right now? They just moved Waylon Harding to the short side of the field to try and take that away. They just moved their best cover guy, number 32, to isolate him on 6 Smith.
2nd and 3. So they go to the big man, Kevin Carroll. Big Kevin, 6'3", 270 pounds.
Now take a look at how far Jamone Smith lines up. The line of scrimmage, about the 23. He's 14 yards deep. Your tendency as a defensive back is to back away, and what they're trying to do is come underneath to a little quick one to Kevin Carroll. And I still crack up when I see 62 catching the ball, 55 running it. But that's just part of the allure of this league. You got to go both ways or don't show up.
Kevin Carroll, you see the size of him. Now, we were told this morning that this big guy runs a 4.740. You said, Mike, at 190 pounds, you had trouble running a 4.740.
Downhill with the wind behind me, I had trouble breaking that.
Going to be 3rd in inches.
I tell people that a knee injury ended my career, but it was really just a basic lack of natural ability. Time to get out of the game with 6'4", 270s running 4.7.
Vegas just won 4 tonight. This football team, Iowa, defensively, has been tough on their opponents. Their opponents coming into the night, converting just 22% of their 3rd down plays. This is 3rd in inches. Let's see if Sam Hernandez gets the football. Go. Smith in motion. They'll pitch to Hernandez. He gets the first down.
Sam Hernandez, the volunteer, number 55.
Hey, there is some major jawboning going on right now. Smith and Harding. They're pointing, they're talking. Michael, this is going to be a fun last 10 minutes. We've got a good football game here.
Waylon Harding with the interception earlier in the football game for Iowa.
And what they're doing defensively, Harding's going with Smith wherever he goes. They're flip-flopping, and now he's bump and run.
Pardon me, Harding with the great defensive play. Now Molander. He goes with the same play that was towards Jamone Smith to the other offensive specialist.
Please understand what's happening. They're going away from Harding, and they're working on Ryan Murray. They're flip-flopping defensive backs now, and whoever Ryan Murray has, they're going up against.
Come a little tighter on this, Kelly, okay?
And Murray just came out of the football game.
Vertical, 91 lift. On set go, ready?
And Ryan Murray's out of the game now. They've got their 2 cover corners in.
Set go.
2nd and 1 for Molander. They go to Adrian Sherrill again. He's inside the 5-yard line, finally hauled down at the 3. Now, Adrian at the beginning of the season was the offensive specialist. He hurt his rib, and now he's back, and so is Jamone Smith.
Yo-yo motion. He's got Carlo James one-on-one, and when the guy goes yo-yo, like I said earlier, your natural reaction, he's got a head start, so you got to back up a little bit, and then you throw the ball underneath.
He was the number 2 Irish receiver his senior year. Adrian collegiately played at Notre Dame. 1st and goal from the 3. Pitch to Hernandez. He dives towards the end zone. The indication is touchdown Las Vegas.
Wow, I want to see this one again. I'm not sure about that.
6'3", 250. That big guy got some air.
He got a lot of air here.
All right.
To your left. He's going to grab some air right here. Now, where's the football? I can't tell from that angle whether he's over. Let's take a look at this one. Toss sweep. Cut low so you go high. That's a touchdown. Good call by the ref. Nice angle from our camera.
Sam Hernandez, offensive, defensive lineman, generally in the fullback position, gets the touchdown. And now big Ian Howfield will try the point after. That man said, you know what, I fumbled the football before a couple of times. This one is mine, baby. And I'm going up like Roger Craig used to. I'm going up like all the great running backs in the NFL did, because, you know what, right now, I'm a great running back.
Hey, I've seen him do this stuff. It looks easy, man. Let's go, right?
That's right.
6'3", 250 from Sonoma State. His natural vertical leap's about a dollar bill underneath his shoes.
3-yard penalty. Retry the PAT.
Now that's kind of they've got a 3-yard penalty here. It's not the further back you go in this game because of the crossbars. Remember, 15 feet above the field, only 9 feet between the pipes. It is not a gimme.
Well, Hernandez gets the touchdown, but Scooter Melander has completed his last 11 passes, no misses here in the second half.
Big night for Melander.
The kick is up and it is good. And it is now again a good lead for Sam Hernandez. Double-digit lead for Vegas. Last week we talked about it against Milwaukee. The Iowa Barnstormers scored on 12 of 13 possessions, put up 74 points. Tonight, though, credit to Vegas defense. They've disguised coverages, they've played hard-nosed football, and they've frustrated Willis Jaycox and his teammates.
I think the key is what you said at the end. They're a very frustrated offensive football team right now.
Oldfield, the howitzer right leg of his into the football again. Picked up by Carlos James. He handed it back to the little man. Number 85, Willis Jaycox. Return inside the 10-yard line.
It's amazing how big a part the Nets play in this game. There's 2 kickoffs in a row, crazy bounces, anything can happen. That's why 10 points with 8 minutes left. You've got to be kidding me. We got a long way to go.
We go take left.
The 2 interceptions, the number that hits you right in the side of the head when you look at Kurt Warner tonight.
S motion.
Now Warner over the middle. Jaycox on the play by May's zone. Football was behind Willis Jaycox. Pass goes incomplete. Game 10 of a 12-game regular season for the Iowa Barnstormers and Las Vegas Sting. We are at Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Arena Football League in Las Vegas. It's 3-6, leading the 6-3 Iowa Barnstormers, 37-27. Mike Goldberg, Mike Mayock, we've seen a game in which both teams has committed 2 turnovers, but a football game in which the bigger Vegas team has held in check this speedy football team that has been confused as it is on that play offensively of the Iowa Barnstormers.
81.
Frustration is setting in. That is a sight adjustment pattern. Both the quarterback and the receiver have to be on the same page. That time, the quarterback with the 3-step drop got rid of it, but the wide receiver Spencer wanted to run the crossing route.
Here we go.
Watch him. He reads something. He's going to get rid of it right away, but Spencer's not looking because he's running the crossing route. Michael, frustration evident. Sight adjustment not read the same way.
Go!
On 3rd down, 10 yards to go. Warner over the middle, complete to Jaycox. First down, Iowa. Big first down there for the homestanding Barnstormers.
That play was set up for Jaycox from the get-go. They take the 2 wide receivers to the front side, run the coverage off, and bring him from all the way on the backside. Watch. He's got man coverage with Wayne Coffey. Here comes all the way across the field. The front side has cleared out with deep routes, giving him a one-on-one situation. Well-conceived play.
Jaycox under 5 receptions in the contest. He may be at 5 now. Quiet night for Willis. 1st and 10, Warner. Look towards the end zone, just through the hands of Carlos James.
You know, Wayne Coffey came off Jaycox late and made that a tough pass. That's a good play by the Wayne Coffey.
About 80, 86, 300.
Here you go from the deep position. Coffey, number 27, comes off his receiver to help out on the deep route. Right there. Makes it a difficult pass. That's a nice job by Wayne Coffey.
Second and 10 from the 24. Warner. Looking back near side, right into the hands of Burchett. He scampers down the sidelines. Nate Burchett just sat back and waited.
That is incredible to me. And let me tell you two things. Number one, Warner had Spencer early and didn't want to throw it. He got greedy. And when you get greedy in professional football, you get burnt. Right here on the sprint out, give it to him. He's open. Now you throw back across your body. That's the kiss of death in professional football. Great job by Burchett and good hustle by Jaycox on the tackle.
20-yard return for Nate Burchett. His third interception of the night. The third one thrown by the quarterback, Kurt Warner.
Those mistakes are game killers right there.
Let's see if Vegas goes for it right away. Jai Hill hitting the backfield, driven into the dasher boards by Carlos James.
Carlos James made the tackle, but the big fella's up front did a great job stringing out the toss sweep.
Iowa was looking to make this a three-point game, Mike. They could very possibly be looking in a moment at a 17-point deficit with under 5 minutes remaining.
3 interceptions. Look at that graphic. The numbers are pretty good aside from that, but Kurt Warner's doing some things that he hasn't done since they lost to San Jose.
And that is not being able to tackle the zone, isn't it, partner?
That's part of it. Recognition of defenses. We talked about it at the top.
Melander looks end zone. Jerome Smith passes to Barnstormers.
You know what? That's one of Melander's first mistakes tonight. Smith ran a nice post corner route. Watch Smith on the post corner. He's wide open. Number 6 in the yo-yo motion. He's going to take his defensive back inside hard. Now break it out. Wide open. Bad pass. That's one of Melander's few bad passes of the evening.
On one.
Yeah, you got that right. That was his first incompletion of the second half. Third and goal from the 10-yard line. Burchett in motion. Into traffic. Incomplete.
You know what they did there? It was an interesting call. They just ran the corner route to Jerome Smith, so that time they went back to the quick post, but the linebacker's in the way. Here it is, quick post. He ran the post corner, now come back to the post, but watch 83, Spencer, get in the way. Remember, the linebacker usually is not involved in underneath coverage, but once you get in the red zone, those guys can get involved again. Good play by Spencer.
Trying to push it to a 13-point lead. Ian Howfield. Going to be about a 25-yard field goal attempt. He's 3 for 3 on the night. Make it 4 for 4. Automatic. Ian Howfield has been as much a story tonight with his 4 field goals as Burchett is with his 3 interceptions.
They were raised in the streets, brought up in the hood, and educated in the mall.
Is it James Dean or Jason Priestley?
Alicia Silverstone.
Hello.
Clueless, rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
What's the reaction to new Donkey Kong Land?
With 4 wild new worlds, 30 savage new levels, cool computer-modeled graphics, and more head-banging bad guys. It's all the excitement of Donkey Kong Country. Now on Game Boy. This game is so hairy, you're gonna need shots.
The newest way you can cure athlete's foot is the way doctors cure it. With the same ingredient they've prescribed millions of times. It's new prescription strength Desonex. Nothing cures athlete's foot better. New prescription strength Desonex. The doctor's cure.
Well, the NFL camps have just begun, but these guys are already playing. The Canadian Football League on ESPN2. The Edmonton Eskimos, 2 years ago, the Grey Cup champions against the former Sacramento Gold Miners, now the San Antonio Texans. Edmonton 10-0 against American teams. since the Americans started playing tomorrow, 8:30 Eastern Time on ESPN2.
They got to start beating some of the Canadian teams. But look at Nate Burchett. 3 interceptions have led to 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 17 points, and they're up by 13. There's my star of the game right there.
A good kick off the leg of Outfield. Jay Cox plays it. Works his way to the middle of the field. He has the block. Gets into the middle of the football field, and it is Big Man Ford who brings him down. Great return for Willis Jaycox. Finally hauled down by Brian Ford.
Excellent job. The acceleration, and this time no penalty flag. Plays it off the net. Good grab. Looks for his blockers. Now watch the acceleration when he sees the seam. Right there. He's going to get a block in front of him, turn it back up, and get everything he can get.
Willis Jaycox returns it all the way 30 yards to the 20-yard line. Fumbled exchange. Football gathered in by the Iowa Barnstormers. They got a break on that one.
Offensively, I've counted 3 or 4 missed catches, but even worse, the exchange between quarterback and center, that's the 3rd time they've had trouble. This is Larry Blow, who's usually a tight end, and there it is. Ball's on the ground. Can't afford that.
Believe it or not, they get a gain of 2 on the play. Warner now. Good protection. Rolls out of the pocket. Now avoids the rush again. Warner still throws it up for grabs. It goes incomplete.
You know what, Michael? Kurt Warner is not making decisions very well tonight. That's one of the things he's progressive as a young quarterback. He's done very well, but he had 2 or 3 guys open early, but he's getting greedy. He wants touchdowns, and he's got to take what's there.
Timeout called by the Iowa Barnstormers. We will take it as the Barnstormers are trying to move the football and cut into a 13-point deficit.
Pocahontas is playing everywhere. And now Burger King has found a new way to capture this magical Disney adventure. Coming to Burger King and your favorite scenes from the movie are recreated on these 4 new Pocahontas glasses. Only Burger King has them, and they're only 99 cents each with any value meal. So if a terrific burger at a terrific price isn't reason enough to come in, now there are 4 new ones.
Burger King, get your burgers worth.
Light, the Silver Bullet. It's shipped cold to preserve the clean taste of the Rockies.
South the Rockies!
All night we've talked about making decisions in a timely fashion for the quarterback. Look at the people wide open. Murray's open. They had people open deep, and he doesn't do anything until people are covered, and he's almost past the line of scrimmage.
Vegas, a tough luck season. If you're a quick mathematician, you'll figure out 4 of their 6 losses were by a combined 14 points. They opened up the year 0-4. They had only 1 exhibition game, then 3 weeks off. And that had Babe Pirelli scratching his head back then.
Sure did. Bye week, first week is the worst draw you could get.
3rd down play. 10 yards to go for Warner and the Barnstormers. Complete, inbounds, near the 1st down yardage. Fab was right on the man who came away with the football, Willis Jaycox.
Every time Iowa's needed a 1st down, what they do is Jaycox on the yo-yo motion, and he's going to run right to the 1st down marker. 5-step drop. You know what Jaycox is doing. He's right at the marker. Burchett almost gets another one. Nice catch there by Jaycox.
Clock is stopped. Official timeout as they are bringing the chain. See if the 1st down yardage was gained on that reception by Willis Jaycox. 1:25 remaining in the contest. 40-27, Vegas in the lead.
If you're Jaycox, you can't make that break until you know coming back to the football you're still going to get a 1st down. And he got it. A minute 25, Mike. This is obviously imperative for a score. They need 7 here, and then all of a sudden we're going to have a ball game.
Football spotted at the 10-yard line. See if they'll call it 1st and goal. Yep, 1st and goal on the 10. Warner in traffic. Gets it to Ryan Murray. He's hit at the 5-yard line.
But that's what Warner needs to do. Hernandez had the big pressure. He took what was given to him, which was the underneath route to Murray.
1 minute warning given to both benches. And Murray and his teammates are trying to get another play in.
1 minute timing rules are in effect. Las Vegas has 2 timeouts remaining.
Now, if they're smart, they'll make the call right now.
Now, we had alluded to earlier, Mike, that there might be some fatigue factor. The big-size linemen of the Las Vegas Sting. It's cool outside. It's not as hot as it usually is in this building. These guys have held tough.
Real tough. And they've been chasing the quarterback all over the field.
Warner on 2nd and goal. End zone, Jaycock, touchdown, Iowa.
Willis Jaycock will show the savvy veteran that he is. Bottom of your screen, yo-yo motion. Doesn't get the ball immediately. Watch him work to the open spot. Not there. Now I work back to my quarterback. Use my body to shield the defensive back. Catch the football for 6.
168 points scored by Willis Jaycock this Arena Football League season. Now Black to cut the Vegas lead to 6. Get the football with 49 seconds remaining. They didn't go to the dance that came here. Well, they're dancing here at Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Mike Goldberg, Mike Mayock, 54 seconds remaining in regulation. Vegas leads Iowa by 6.
Very important decision to be made right now by Iowa. I think they're going to kick it into the net, but just in case, Vegas will have some of their good hands people up tight. See, the downside to an onside kick right now, if you don't get it, look at the field position you're giving up. Game's over.
We talked about Nate Burchett and what a performance with the 3 interceptions. Strong performance by Ian Housfield, though, the kicker. 4 field goals. One of those, a very long one in the first half, as he connected from 48 yards out. And thus our score, 40-34.
He's got the ball over 2 yards from the sideline. Las Vegas has got 7 guys up tight. Here comes the shift. They're setting up for onside.
Took a good bounce. Oh! And he gathered the football. Did he touch it?
I don't think he possessed it.
It's Vegas football.
I think that's a solid call. Ryan Murray had a shot to make a play, but he didn't gain possession. That was a great kick by Black. You see the big hop? Watch the big hop there. Now Murray catch it. Oh! Ryan Murray will catch that 99 out of 100 times, and that might cost them a ball game. Watch this. The big hop. Nothing more right now than catching a pass. And he lets it off his fingertips. That was a great kick by Mike Black.
Vertical kick, okay?
That's been the way it's been tonight. Sure-handed guys not coming up with the football for the Iowa Barnstormers.
Too many mistakes to win a football game. If they came up with that, I would have been amazed that they could have won the game with all the mistakes they made.
Scooter Melander dumps it off to Mike Coach. Coach tries to cut back into traffic. A gain of about 6 yards on the first down play. Clock stops with 47.6 seconds remaining.
Scooter Melander's just doing a great job tonight, taking what that Iowa defense will give him. They release Coach into the flat and pick up about 7 yards. Nice job. You know what I think's happened tonight, Mike, is you've got a team with playoff aspirations on the line. This is their biggest game of the year, coming in here fired up. And on the other hand, you've got Iowa. They have been thoroughly outplayed by this Las Vegas club.
Babe Pirelli told his team tonight is reasonable. We mentioned it earlier, and his team has responded. He sees his squad in danger of falling to 6-4. And out of that three-way tie, we're planning on either St. Louis or Memphis winning, and they'll have some work to be done, not only to win their division still, but to make the top 8 and into the playoffs. With tonight, after tonight, 2 games remaining for each team, Mike.
I think Iowa's very surprised by the intensity play of Las Vegas.
Go ahead! Molander to the ground again, Mike. And there will be the final timeout called by Harrington and the Iowa Barnstormers. 3. Football team last week who scored 74 points. Scored on each of their first 7 possessions. And they may be guilty of exactly what you're alluding to, coming in a big overconfident tonight.
Okay, listen, I think what happened offensively for Iowa is Warner got a little confused by the combination of zone and man-to-man that he saw. Then he got around. Here, try and run the same thing to coach.
Mike, just make toss. Okay, let's go 8 wide, fullback, toss left. Go straight, go straight. Okay. Listen, 2 switch, wing loop, make toss right, fullback at 4. On one. Ready?
See, they did a night. They were going to run toss sweep. They did a smart thing to come out of that and just go to the handoff, a little safer.
On 3rd and 1. They convert again. And the reaction of the quarterback, Scooter Melander. It's late in the season, I know, for Scooter Melander. Here's a guy who did not come into camp on time. Was in Charlotte last year as a backup with Babe. But this tonight, Mike, could very much be his coming out party.
3 wide.
He's had inconsistencies, but he really played a solid game tonight.
Their history this year is when he plays well, they score a lot of points. And tonight, the majority shown by Melander under a tough situation has been really impressive.
He put up the 69 points earlier against Arizona, but this time he did it in a hostile environment against an Iowa Barnstormers team that was expected to win this football game. They'll come away, take the delay game with no problem. 9.4 remaining, and it looks as if Babe Pirelli and the Vegas Sting will move their record to 4-6, undoubtedly, and the Iowa Barnstormers in their home finale will fall to 6-4. Ironically, this year they'll finish 3-3 at home, but they're still 4-0 on the road, and that's where they finish the season, and maybe that's a good thing. 2 home games to finish the, 2 road games for Iowa to finish the season. And the final seconds tick away as the Las Vegas Sting get the upset here at the barn in Des Moines, Iowa. The Las Vegas Sting, behind Burchett's 3 interceptions, Ian Howfield's 4 field goals, get the win. Tonight's game was produced by ESPN in association with High Bar Production. For Mike Mayock, I'm Mike Goldberg saying, so long, everybody. See you next week. Vegas is the winner.